So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. And I'm kind of refocusing right now. You know, I want to prepare myself so that way when the post office gets back up and running, I can hit the ground running, right? So one of the things I want to do, I went to the laundry room the other day. I forgot I had these 3 boxes of overflow games. Like, I have quite a bit of PlayStation games on my shelf here. I have boxes full of them still. All my Xbox games here. I'm going to have to look through that with you guys one day. But what I was really looking for was my box of factory sealed video games. And I already recorded myself opening this box and looking through it. And when we get back here, we'll talk about the games that we are going to send off to get graded to WATA, because I think the next step for me, now that I have time, take a little bit of those funds that I've raised already and send some games out to get graded with the intent of selling them when they get back. All right. This was like the original shipper box when I sent my first games out to WATA. I made a box of games that I was going to ship already to WATA. I guess I never did. Let's look in this box first. I hope none of these got ruined. This box wasn't sealed very well. Let's see. We have a Mega Man X collection. This has been on the floor. This always makes me weary. I don't want to send games to WATA that have like retail stickers on them, because there's so many better copies of this game that are literally like case fresh. Yakuza for the PS2. This one has, you can tell I removed the retail sticker off that one. I think this one was only like 20 bucks at P&P back when they still had like new PS2 games. I probably bought this, what, 5-6 years ago? Shin Megami Tensei 2. I think I got this really cheap. Yeah, there was a break in the seal there, but the guy was selling it. I got it for less than 20 bucks. Let's see here. Oh, forgot I had that. DuckTales for the PS3. That's interesting. I don't know if that's worth setting to get graded. It is a retail copy. They do have a sticker there. I found this at the thrift store with Leicester. Shepherd's Crossing factory seal for the PS2. It was like $4.99 at Value Village, literally on the shelf. The seal is actually really nice on this one. I know it's in a comic book bag. I don't feel like taking it out. This too was at the thrift store. Rough Trigger factory sealed Natsumi game. Not worth that much, I'm pretty sure. My goal is to maybe get like 5 games to send to get graded, you know? Fatal Frame 3. This one is from the case. Case fresh game. This one I'll probably send in to get graded to resell. Because like I said, my one rule now that I have is no new horror games. Do I have the whole trilogy in here? Yep, there's Fatal Frame 1. This one does have a retail sticker on it, which might affect it a little bit. There's a lot of factory sealed copies of this game. Regardless, there's 1, and 2 hopefully is in here. Fatal Frame 2. Now this one also was I think I bought this, where did I buy this one? Plane Trade? They've closed down since then. Fatal Frame 2 for the PS2. Factory sealed. I might send that to get graded. Devil May Cry 2 non-greatest hits edition. Still has like the security sticker at the top there. This one might be a candidate to send in to get graded. What else is in here? A Switch game! Look at that! Curse of the Moon, Bloodstained. I loved this game, digitally anyways. Metroidvania game, if you don't know. I think I got this for 60 bucks off Justin, local reseller. Oh, look at that. This one was, I think, 20 bucks at a Shoppers Drug Mart. You can see the security sticker there, but it was factory sealed. Yes, it's a Zelda game. And that's that box of games. I wonder what's in this other box now. I gotta cut it open. The tape is already coming off. It's been sitting in there for so long. I'm excited. What? I can't remember, man. Honestly. This bubble wrap is so old too. Like it's no more bubble in it. I'll sit down now because the box isn't so big. Look, I wrapped it in this paper here. I think this is probably another, yeah. Ooh. Fatal Frame 2. This one is in nicer shape than these ones over here. I'll send that to get graded. Woo! This one, these are case fresh versions of the Fatal Frame games. Second copy I have of it. We'll send that off to get graded as well. The condition on that is noise. That's probably A plus sealed. Fatal Frame 3. They're not worth a lot because there's a lot of copies out there, of them out there factory sealed already, but I think because they're desirable games, that kind of is what carries it. Okay, we'll send that off to get graded. Maybe I'll send these ones off to get graded and sell these ones off and keep the nicer ones. Ooh, interesting. I know what this one is. Why did I forget? You know, I have this other one on the shelf here. I feel like sometimes I think that's the only one I have. Oh, very fragile with this guy. Oh, I even put a plastic around it. Silent Hill Shattered Memories. I'm pretty sure I bought this. You can see the retail sticker there. $34.99 I paid for this game. Factory seal. Never opened it, probably because I never gonna play it. For the PS2. Damn, son. Damn, son. This is a good one. This is a good one. So happy I decided to look at my factory seal games again. Silent Hill 2 for the PS2. Still has the security thing along the top there. Come back next week, we'll do in-depth analysis of these maybe. Show them more close up. That's a game right there. Silent Hill 2. Okay, this game, I can see it through the packaging there. Can you tell what game that is? I found this in the States with my wife 12 years ago now. It was at Kmart. I didn't know there was Kmart in the States, I think, until I went there. In the fledgling, which was failing, electronics department. Wow, it's funny how memories flood back to you after you get a point of connection to the past like this. I remember going back to that area, looking at their video games and saying, hey, they still have factory seal games back there. Beautiful Joe for the PS2. This one I might get graded and keep it for myself because of that nostalgic factor. I'm kind of concerned. I'm missing one box, which has 2 of my favorite games in it. I'm pretty sure I put it somewhere, and my life's a mess. I gotta find it. But from the games that you saw, we've chosen 3 or 4 games to send to WATA to get graded. I know it's only 4 games, but it cost a lot of money to ship from here, Canada, to the US to WATA to get graded. So I chose 4 that I could afford right now, so that way when I get them back, I can sell them and send even more games out. This is money that, if you saw the last video, before I got that windfall money from that Ninja Turtles comic book number 4. So maybe when that money comes in, I'll send more games. But for now, this is what I can afford to send to WATA. That's why when somebody asked me in the comments how close am I to getting my Polaris Slingshot, in all honesty, I'm not. Like, I have no money in the bank. I've been trying to reinvest money into getting other things. I have a bunch of Pokemon games here. I have to put new batteries in. They all have dry batteries, but that was a reinvestment for me. A couple games I have to get listed up here, but I can't right now. So how close am I to getting the Polaris Slingshot? 0. Anyways, there are 4 games we're going to send. I forgot the name. Here's the game. You remember one of my rules in my video game collection is no new epic RPGs. And this is literally a new epic RPG. It's factory sealed. We're going to sell it. When it gets back, we're going to sell it. This is the potential value on the screen. I guess it's depending on the grade it gets when it gets back, right? The next game we're going to send, the other rule in my video game collection was to thine own self be true. And I'm not a horror video game fan. I'm not a fan of horror games. I like Resident Evil, but I count that as more like action horror. But then you get games like Silent Hill. It messes with my brain too much. Like, I can't play those games. I get too legit scared. First game we're going to send off to get graded. You've seen it before. Silent Hill Origins for the PS2, factory sealed. It's been on display here. Potential value, depending on the grade I get when it gets back. We'll see when it gets here. Not bad, you know, considering I paid, what, $40 for that game? The second game I'm sending off to get graded, Silent Hill again, Shattered Memories. I forgot I had this, actually, for some reason. It was in my box of sealed video games. Yeah, we'll see what that gets. Potential values on the screen. Hopefully we get somewhere near that when the grade gets back. And the final, but probably the highest yielding game, potentially, Silent Hill 2. This is not like the red greatest hits version. This is black label. Potential values on the screen. The full cost for me to send this out is about $400. So it's a pretty big investment considering, but the return looks promising, I think. And I'm going to use this to get other games graded in the future. So we'll see. Stay tuned to the vlog when we get those back. I'll reveal the grades we get here on the show and probably when I sell them too.